Well, hello, friend. Welcome to the Walnut and the Oak Storytime Podcast. I'm Grandpa Banjo Bill, and this is my trusty cat, Potato. Looks like Potato says hello, too. Come on in. We're already here inside the Walnut and the Oak. I've got the golden storybook right here on my lap, glowing gentle as a firefly at dusk. And today's tale is about a young hedgehog named Nibblett, whose worries grew bigger than he meant 'em to, and how he learned the small steps that help worries shrink. Today's story begins on a bright morning in Wimblewood Forest. Nibblett, the little hedgehog, was packing his leaf satchel for an adventure. He was humming, happy, excited. Then he paused. Where's my map? He searched everywhere, under leaves, behind a stump, inside his satchel again. A tiny worry poked into his mind. What if I can't find my way? Pop! A tiny sniffle weed sprouted beside his foot and sniffled loudly. Oh no! He tried to stay calm, but then he worried about being worried. Pop! Pop! 2 more sniffle weeds appeared. Sniff! Nibblett squeaked and hopped back. Oh, where did you come from? The little plant sniffled again, shivered its leaf, and sneezed a tiny, worried sneeze. Sniffle, sniff! Nibblett slapped a paw to his forehead. Oh no, I've grown another sniffleweed. Everyone in Wimblewood knew the rule. Sniffleweed sprouts whenever a little worry pops up, and the more you worry, the bigger it grows. Nibblett's sniffleweed wriggled its stem, sniffled louder, and leaned in toward him as if waiting for him to think one more worried thought. Nibblett gulped. Oh dear, this is not how I wanted to start my adventure. Just then, the air shimmered. A tiny, furry creature bounced into view, round, soft, glowing gently. It was Tumble, the flufflet. Hello, Nibblett, Tumble chirped. Got yourself a sniffleweed garden, I see. Nibblett groaned. I don't know what to do. Tumble smiled kindly. That's why I'm here. Let's shrink these weeds one step at a time. Nibblett's little nose wiggled. But, Tumble, how? How do I shrink a sniffleweed? Tumble bounced softly, his fluffy tail curling. I'll show you. We do it together, nice and slow. He held up one tiny paw. First step, take one deep, steady breath. Nibblett puffed his chest and breathed in deep and out slow. Pop! A tiny pink giggleberry bloomed and one sniffleweed shrank. Nibblett's eyes widened. That actually worked? Tumble nodded. Good. Now second step. He sat beside Nibblett. Say the worry out loud. Worries don't like being kept secret. Nibblett whispered, I'm scared I'll get lost. Pop! A warm yellow giggleberry appeared. Another sniffleweed shrank. Tumble grinned. See? You're doing fine. He stood up. Third step. Let's wiggle out some of that tension. Tumble bounced high, sprouted tiny wings, and floated down again. Nibblett copied him. Wiggle, hop, bounce. Pop, pop. 2 more giggleberries bloomed. 2 sniffleweeds shrank. Nibblett laughed. My body feels better. Tumble clapped his tiny paws. Exactly. Now the last step. He leaned closer. Say something true and helpful. Even a tiny truth can make a big difference. Nibblett thought for a moment, then said softly, I don't have my map, but I always figure things out. Pop! A bright blue giggleberry burst forward, and the final sniffleweed shrank with one tiny sniff, and then it curled up and disappeared. Nibblett gasped. Tumble! They're all gone! Tumble beamed. That's the magic of taking care of yourself. When you use little steps, your giggleberries grow and your sniffleweeds don't stand a chance." They looked around. The whole clearing now glowed with giggle berries, tiny lanterns of pink, yellow, green, blue, soft giggles drifting like warm fireflies. Nibblett smiled. "They're beautiful." Tumble's tail curled in a happy spiral. "And you grew every single one." Nibblett stood in the middle of the glowing giggle berries, each one giving a soft little giggle like the forest was smiling. He twirled once. Tumble twirled too, bouncing high, sprouting his tiny wings at the top of the jump before floating back down. Nibblett laughed. "I feel brave again." Tumble's tail curled in a happy spiral. "That's what happens when you take care of your heart. The weeds get smaller, and the good things grow bigger." Nibblett scooped a few giggle berries into his satchel. "Adventure time?" Tumble grinned. "Adventure time." The two of them walked toward the forest path, the giggle berries' warm giggles following behind them like tiny glowing cheers. And that, my friends, is the end of this tale. Well now, wasn't that a gentle lesson? Worries come for all of us, but just like our little hedgehog friend Nibblett, you can take a breath, say your worry out loud, move your body a bit, and tell yourself something true and kind. That's how you shrink your sniffle weeds and grow your very own giggle berries. Thank you for sitting with us today here at the Walnut and the Oak. We sure do love your company. Until next time, take care of your heart and keep a little room for wonder and giggles. Good night now, friend. Until next time.